Today we're asking the question, what is a barista milk and is it actually different from a regular alternative milk? It's not just a fancy marketing ploy, there is actually a difference, but it definitely does make some fancy coffee. Now don't get me wrong, regular alternative milks are great, but they just don't have the right ingredients in them to be able to texture on an espresso machine and give you that silky and velvety texture that you're used to from dairy. Barista alternative milks often have fat added to them to make sure that you get that silky foam and that velvety mouthfeel that you're used to when you go into a cafe. The other issue you can find with non-barista milks is they often curdle when introduced to coffee. This is because of the pH and acidity level in the beans. And you end up with what I call a cheesecake coffee that looks something like this. And nobody wants that. Barista alternative milks, on the other hand, have been formulated to mimic how dairy behaves with coffee. And that's to create one homogeneous creamy mix. Here, let me show you an example of steaming a non-barista oat milk. You can see that it's kind of bubbly, there's no foam, and the taste of the oat milk is actually quite strong and overpowers the coffee. This would be great in a bowl of cereal, but it doesn't behave the way that we want when we're trying to make a great cup of coffee. When you steam with a barista oat milk like MILKLAB, you're going to get this beautiful silky texture, and they've also made the flavor a bit more dialed down so that it heroes the coffee rather than the oat milk. It's even been formulated so you can get beautiful latte art just like this. So in conclusion, all alternative milks are great, but you really need to be using a barista alternative milk if you want to be creating cafe quality drinks. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more alternative milk tips and tricks, and make sure to check out the full series of barista basics that we're doing with MILKLAB. Coffee.